An experienced diver leads 3 teammates into an underwater cave, but on the way back he turns around, all 3 have vanished. He quickly heads back to search but finds nothing after 10 minutes. Worse still, he realizes he's in an unknown passage. With air running low, he frantically searches for the exit in pitch darkness. So what happens to this diver and his 3 teammates? On the Swiss-Italian border lies a small town called Rogno. At the foot of the mountain east of town, there's an ordinary-looking spring called Bossi. Spring from the surface, it's just a pond, but below the spring hides a massive cave system. The cave is V-shaped, reaching 89 meters deep. Narrow passages, many branches, mud everywhere. Extremely dangerous. October 29, 2006. 4 divers arrive at Bossi Spring, all experienced cave divers. The leader is Ronco, age 40. Their plan? Explore the right side at 20 meters, then return. So they only place deco tanks on the left. After checks, Ronco enters first. Others follow. The entrance is narrow but widens after a few meters. The 4 progress smoothly. Soon, they reach the deepest point, a narrow passage about 20 meters long. They queue up to pass through. All make it through safely. Then the passage slopes upward. The right side is covered in silt. Their exhaled bubbles knock dust from the ceiling. Ronco's fin kicks stir up sediment from the bottom. Visibility plummets. At 20 meters depth, the 4 turn back as planned because Ronco is most experienced and faster. He swims far ahead. After passing a complex junction, Ronco continues forward. After a while, he remembers to check on his team. When he turns around, visibility is less than half a meter. Even the guideline is barely visible. His teammates are nowhere to be seen. Ronco waits for them to catch up, but after a minute or two, no one appears. Worried they're in trouble, Ronco decides to swim back, but visibility is so poor, he takes a wrong turn at the junction entering another passage. The signs are obvious. Visibility suddenly improves here, and there's no guideline on the bottom, but Ronco doesn't notice. He continues in the wrong direction. After a while, the passage ends. Only then does Ronco realize his mistake. He quickly turns back, but he's already stirred up the water. The return wastes more time. Back at the original spot, Ronco finds the guideline again. Surroundings still murky, still no teammates. He assumes they've swum ahead and begins descending to catch up. But then Ronco discovers his gas consumption far exceeds the plan. Clearly caused by the wrong turn, Ronco grows anxious and speeds up his swimming. But this emotion and action further accelerate gas consumption, making him more anxious. Reaching the bottom passage entrance, Ronco frantically squeezes in. He wants to get through quickly to switch to ascent gas, but the more he panics, the slower he goes. This passage is extremely narrow. Ronco carries 3 tanks. Passing through is very difficult. Slow progress plus gas. Anxiety turns Ronco's panic into despair, and this emotion spikes his gas consumption even more. After the first restriction, his bottom gas is exhausted. Before entering the second restriction, Ronco begins convulsing violently. After a while, the struggling stops. Silence falls. Ronco is trapped in the narrow passage, losing his life in darkness. His 3 teammates are decompressing at 21 meters on the left. They haven't seen Ronco the whole way. The deco tanks are unused. The 3 already suspect something happened to Ronco, but they don't have enough gas and no support divers were arranged. The 3 are helpless. They can only wait for deco to finish. Over an hour later, the 3 surface. They immediately call police and contact the club. Police and rescue teams arrive in the afternoon. That night, they mainly search the left passage, finding nothing. The next afternoon, the second search begins. Rescue teams speculate Ronco must be trapped in a right side branch, but to search the right side, they must first stage tanks. On the way to stage them, rescuers find Ronco's body at the bottom of the cave. Equipment intact, regulator out of his mouth. Main tank and bottom tank. Empty. Medical examination confirms cause of death: drowning. Gas ran out. Water entered the lungs. The direct cause of this accident was insufficient gas supply and low visibility, but the deeper reason was overconfidence. 3 specific failures. First, no gas redundancy. Each carried only 3 tanks. No backup gas. Second, ignoring the buddy system. No buddy meant when Ronco was in distress. No one could share gas with him. Third, no support divers arranged. Plus, no backup. Gas meant even though teammates suspected trouble, no one could immediately search. This is a classic case of experts failing in familiar territory, so always follow proper safety protocols. Whether you're a beginner or expert, life only happens once. Once lost, it can never return.